Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to another video on Starseed Academy. My name is Jenny. So today I want to talk with you about the one thing that you can do, that if you just did this one thing, it would change your life completely. It would open you up for expansion, abundance, bring you up into your highest timeline, for where all the good exists, for your spiritual growth, the expansion of your consciousness, for your abundance, your business, your purpose, your relationships. It's all encompassed in just this one thing. But this one thing that I'm going to ask of you is not an easy thing to do, okay? It takes commitment and practice, but it is so worth it. And I'm talking about opening your heart. Your heart chakra, that's in the very center of your chest. It's an energy center. The reason why you need to have an open heart is because your entire life flows through from the back to the front. Okay, the energy is flowing through your heart. And when you close down, even partially, your heart chakra, you are no longer in the flow. You are no longer in the flow of synchronicities and signs, divine timing, on your higher path, on your higher timeline. You are no longer receiving. It's that important. So it's a very physical thing. This is a very real, this isn't like some theoretical idea of having an open heart. This is real. Like, you literally, physically, energetically have to make a decision to remain open, no matter what. Okay. So we come into this earth with open hearts, and then they start to close. What makes your heart close? As a kid, getting made fun of, and you feel it. You feel that lump in your throat and that tightness in your chest. You just close right up. Getting made fun of by others, being berated by maybe your family, in extreme situations, abuse. But even in the little things, when something is bothering you and you don't tell anyone, you don't speak on it, you don't stand up for yourself, you pretend like everything's fine, you swallow it back. That is all going to create a block in the heart, a closed heart. Now in this world, fear. The fear mongering is intense. And if it's not this, then they're moving on to the next thing to create fear. One thing after another, after another. It's so much fear that closes us up, right? The media is all designed for a reason, to keep you from your power. And I'm telling you right now, your power is in an open heart. That is how you manifest. That is how you create. That is how you align. That is how you grow and expand. It is all in this one step, just this one thing, if you could do it. Now, I had my heart blown wide open, and it's a feeling, let me tell you. This happened during a Kundalini Awakening. So if you don't know what that is, it's when you've been doing some spiritual energy work. Maybe you've been doing a lot of meditating or reading of high vibrational books, or taking in content that's really high vibrational. And there comes a tipping point where the energy, your spiritual energy, kind of races up from the root chakra all the way up through the heart, all the way up out the crown. And you have this awakened moment. So maybe many of you could really relate to what I felt in that moment. It was awe. It was feeling extremely aware, extremely in the moment that I was in, like looking at my body, being like, whoa, like I hadn't seen it so clearly before. Everything kind of looks strange. Like, looking around at the apartment that I was in at the time, I remember being like, this is so trippy. Like, you feel almost high on something, but you're not. It's spiritual energy. And not only do you have all of this extreme awareness, but you have this blown open heart of unconditional love. And it's like, oh my God, I love every single person in this world so much. I love every soul. I love every energy. I love every tree. I love every animal. It's bliss. And it just can come out of nowhere. And it usually creates a lot of tears of gratitude and amazement. That's our natural state. That blown wide open feeling of oh my God, I am love, and I love everything so much. Like, how did I not see this before? How did I not feel this before? How did I ever question that anything was ever wrong when it's all so divinely perfect, orchestrated, and timed? It's powerful. Noodles agrees with me. He just gave a little meow. It's so powerful. Let me pick him up for you. Have you met Noodles yet? I know you guys have met Gus a lot. Look at Noodles. Hi, little handsome guy. He's got a half mustache. So cute. Oh. Okay, you be good now. So that feeling, when I achieved it, I remember being like super determined to keep that feeling. And so I was being really aware of what it felt like here physically. What does it feel like here in my body right now? So if you could just check in with me, check in on your heart. Is it open, closed, part way? You'll know. Just place your hands over your heart. Close your eyes and just take a couple of deep breaths and we'll see where you're at. Okay. On your deep breaths, let the exhale be more powerful than the inhale. Okay. So a little bit longer. So we're going to go. We're getting really quiet inside, clearing our minds, clearing our hearts. Now tune into your heart. What do you feel? The energy under your hands. What does it feel like? Does it feel like pressure? Like a pressure trying to push against your chest? Does it feel like expansion? Does it feel contracted? Like it's going inwards? Like it's closed down? Can you barely feel anything at all? In which case it's really closed? Can you feel the tingling, the frequency, the love? Let's do a little test here. Stay with me in this moment. Just trust me for this. We're going to do a little heart opening, and I want you to feel the difference because this is important for later. I'm going to call in Archangel Haniel and ask her to be with you and me, every single person watching this video at any time that they tune in. If they're doing this exercise, please join them now. Placing your hands over theirs and sending in your angelic love, unconditional love, warmth. Do you feel it growing? Show us, Archangel Haniel, what does an open heart feel like? Or as open as each one of us can get in this moment. Give us an example, a very real physical, emotional feeling of an open heart. And she's encouraging me to use my soul language to assist with this. So as Archangel Haniel sends in her beautiful frequency, her energy, let your heart receive this transmission as well. Esio kiono eomoyopa. Eo tiono oyoko yomoy ateama. Eo sokiono oyoko eaka. Eakakaka. Eostiono oyomoya teana ayamo yake. Eostiono oyomoya teana ayamo. Eomo oyaseana ayaka. Estiana eoko yomoya. Eostio oyo no eomo oyoko. Eyoko. Eyana eyama. Eyana. My heart actually started racing, like racing when I did that. How did that feel for you? Does it feel a little bit more open? I hope so. I hope that me and Haniel were able to help you a little bit. So let's get back into the talk now. But that was a beautiful experience together. So once I had that Kundalini experience and it just blew my heart wide open, I was able to then sense when it would start to close because I felt the difference. I felt the wide open feeling. It was like, if that could be a feeling, that's what it was. Singing and like amazing. My life is so beautiful. I felt so open, so positive, so optimistic. Every single soul that I looked at in their eyes, I saw the soul within. I felt their eternal soul, their divinity, that they had a purpose for being here, that everything was being divinely timed and orchestrated. When people awakened, when they awakened was divinely orchestrated. It's not about I'm awake and you're a sheep. It's about, there's a timing, there's one wave after the other, there's a reason, there's a process, trust the plan. I saw that, I felt the plan, the bigger plan at work. It was so powerful. What a powerful time of manifestation for me as well, of course, because manifestation is built on how you feel. What frequency are you sending out and creating more of in your life? So it was really powerful. And then I remember the first feeling of it starting to close. I remember I was driving home from work or something like that. And I was sitting in my car for a second and I was like, it feels less open. I feel less magical. I feel less connected. What is that? I was like, before I even get out of my car to go into the house, I'm going to sit for 5 minutes. I'm going to give myself this. And I'm going to be like, what's bothering you? What's bothering you? Like, do we even do that nowadays? Do we even give ourselves that to find out, to tune in, to check in with you? What's bothering you? Are you okay? So important. This is the one thing. This is the most important thing. It would completely take you to your highest timeline where all the good exists, all the abundance, the love, the purpose, the career, the health. Your highest timeline is an open heart. That's the pathway to it. So I sat in that car and I was like, what's bothering me? And I was like, oh, someone said something at work, kind of a little bit offhanded about me. And I maybe took it the wrong way, or maybe I was being sensitive, or maybe they did mean it that way. And I was like, how can I resolve this? And I want to resolve this. So how can I do that now in this moment and not live 1 second longer with a closed heart? Not allow this to slowly close in and turn off my magic and my flow and my synchronicities and my signs and my manifestation. Nothing is worth closing for. There is nothing in this earth worth closing your heart for. Absolutely nothing. Nothing is that important. Even the hard stuff. And we're experiencing a lot of those hard things between 2020 and 2022. It's all the hard stuff, okay? But I'm telling you, nothing is worth closing your heart over. So in that moment in my car, it was this small little thing. And what I did was I chose to resolve it. I talked it out. Okay, well, they probably didn't even mean that. But if they did, I'm okay with it because I'm okay with me. And I choose to open back up and send them so much love and healing. And the next time I have an interaction with them, I'm going to make sure my heart is just like pouring love towards them. And I'll know I did my part. And then I can go on my happy little merry way. But that was a small example. How can we do it with a bigger example? Like, what's the stuff that's going on in the world right now? Like pandemics and wars and all of these things. Closing down your heart does not help anyone. But why do we do that? Because we think it's going to protect us. That's actually what it is. You think, ooh, I don't want to feel that way. I'm just going to close off. But then you'll feel that way for longer. Okay, that's the weird thing about it. You close your heart off thinking, ooh, I want to put a boundary on my heart. I've heard people say, I need boundaries. I need gates on my heart. I need all of this protection. No, you need an open heart. That's the biggest protection. Because when your heart is open, everything is flowing. Remember I said it comes through the back and it flows through. So that feeling doesn't last. That terrible, icky, panic, anxiety, whatever. When you feel your feelings, you return to peace because they flow right on through. And then you're back with your open heart. The good ones, the bad ones, just stay in the flow, stay open. So feeling that sensation in your chest, you know when your heart is open. But it takes a new kind of awareness to sense when it starts to tighten up and close in. And it does feel like tightening. That's exactly what it feels like, a tightening up and a closing in. And at that point, it's super important for you to stop. Wait a minute. Before this goes any further and becomes a full block, let me just check in with me. What is that? What is that feeling? Where is this coming from? Why do I want to close up? Am I upset, angry, fearful, scared? Feelings hurt. What is it? Check in. Talk it out. Takes 5 minutes. Talk it out. Okay, yes, I agree that that's heavier, that felt that way. But you know what? I'm going to choose to open up and feel it anyway. I'm going to choose to feel my feelings and stay open. Lean into that open heart. Sometimes I'll even say to myself during something hard, like, stay open, stay open, stay open. Because then you can use it. You can use everything that you feel. for passion and inspiration and your purpose and your drive to help others. All those feelings drive me to do better. They drive me to show up when I don't feel awesome, to be of service, to share what I can. Everybody has a piece of the puzzle. It's going to help someone. That's enough. Just to help one person, that's enough. How is this making you feel? Check in. How do I feel? What am I feeling in my heart center? Am I feeling determined? Am I feeling hopeful? Am I feeling like we can get through this? Good. Good. That's an open heart. Am I feeling anxious, scared, hopeless, depressed, angry at myself, hateful, anything less than love and compassion? It will form a block, and you will feel it close up and close up and close up. So the magnetic field of your heart has a magnetic field. It is 100 times more powerful than the magnetic field of your brain. This is the creator. This is the manifester. It's not necessarily up here. A lot of people think the law of attraction is just think pretty thoughts and pretty things will happen. If you don't feel it, those thoughts don't matter. You could have no thoughts, but if you felt amazing, you're going to create amazing things. You really have to feel your way into manifestation. It's really more based on emotional energy than it is thought energy. Thought energy is not as powerful. The heart is 100 times more powerful. The radius of it, the magnetism of it is powerful. It completely overrides the power of your brain completely. So when you can get them working together, though, that's wonderful. That's alignment, right? But start here, get that open heart going. So I want you to ask for help from your guides, from God source, from your higher self, from Gaia, right? You've got God source above, Gaia below, and your guides in between, and your higher self in between. Get everybody working for you on this. We are not asking for help nearly enough. We are trying to do everything ourselves. Please ask for help on this. Please say, help me to open my heart. Make it a prayer, make it a meditation, make it a mantra. I have an open heart. My heart is open. My heart is open. My heart is open. And when you feel it starting to close down, remain open. I stay open. I stay open no matter what. I'll feel the hard things. I'll feel them. I'll go through that. Yep. I decide to go through that. I decide that it's more important to stay open than it is to not feel something, because I will just trap myself in that feeling longer by creating a block. I allow it to flow, and you breathe through it. And no, it's not easy. It's not easy. You just breathe your way through every single thing that comes up, every single thing that you feel. Every day you're checking in. Is my heart open? Is my heart open? Open, open, open. Stay open. I promise you, if you do this one thing, it changes everything. So I'm really interested as to how you feel right now. Do you feel, there's a lot going on. It's okay to feel closed up. It's okay to feel blocked. It's okay to have a heavy heart. As long as it's okay to have a heavy heart as long as it's an open heart, but you don't want to be closed up and blocked. And just break down those walls that you have on your heart. I'm a Cancer sign. So the perfect example of that is like having that hard outer shell, but you're a softie inside, but you think the hard outer shell is protecting you, but it's not. It's limiting you. It's holding you back. It's stopping you from connecting with others. It's stopping you from connecting with all your good and all your abundance and your soul purpose. Shells, boundaries, barriers, gates, whatever it is going on with your heart, open it. Open those doors wide open. And I do that sometimes with my clients and members. I will have them picture doors in their heart and just opening those doors up and letting the light pour out and in, right? Like letting things circulate, life force We don't want stagnancy, and we don't want things shut down. We want to stay open, stay in the flow. You will know that you've entered the flow when all of those synchronicities and signs keep happening. All of the numbers, like the 1111s, the 444, the feathers, the animal signs, the coins, the rainbows, all the signs, all the synchronicities start up again. And you're in the flow again. Stay there. Stay. You know what that feels like, because we've all been in the flow at one point in our lives. And when we're in the flow, we see major expansion, major growth, major happiness, major high vibes, feeling so good. Stay in the flow. Open your heart to stay in the flow. It not only helps you, but it helps the whole world. If the entire collective consciousness of humanity was operating from open hearts, this would be a golden era already. It would be Lemuria. It would be one of those divine golden era times on Earth. So let's create a tipping point where as many of us as possible start to really live in this open heart space. Open-hearted living, that's where it's at. If you can do that, then that radius of your powerful heart touches the next person, touches the next person, touches the next person. It's an awakening of its own, but it's everything. The heart is everything. Open heart it's awakening, it's abundance, it's growth, it's expansion, it's your soul purpose. Everything flows through the heart. So instead of trying to work on this and all these, just work on this one thing. Just do this one thing, and everything will become aligned to your open heart. Everything will pour in all your blessings. You will see. So maybe do this as a challenge for yourself. Over the next 3 days, seems reasonable, right? Over the next 3 days, you're going to check in with your heart on a regular basis. Especially, you're going to stay very aware and sense when it starts to close up, and you're going to go, open up. You're going to visualize it opening. You're going to ask for help from your team, God, Source, Gaia, whomever you like. You're going to breathe. You're going to smile. You're going to feel the shift. And then you're going to continue on with your day. And every time it starts to close up, do it again. Do it as many times as you need. And eventually it will become your state. And it's not like it will never try to close again. It's very human and very natural to, when we experience pain, to try to close up, but breathe through it, open back up, just stay open. So I hope that you received something from this and that you'll take it to heart. So keep it open, keep it pure, feel your blessings using gratitude. Like, just gratitude is a great way to keep your heart open to feel all of your blessings. Know your own worth. Know that you are here for a reason. All of this chaos is not unscheduled or unplanned. Trust the plan. I know it seems like it's all falling apart, but that's when it all comes back together. So trust in yourself, open your heart, and move forward each step with confidence that you are exactly where you need to be, exactly when you need to be there. You are on your path. You are on your path. You are taking the steps. You are living with an open heart, and it will all align. I love you so much. I know you can do this. I know we can do this. We can do hard things. We can feel the hard things and stay open anyway. So I love you. Thank you for tuning in. If you want to experience a beautiful, open-hearted community, please join the membership group. The Starseed Academy membership group is incredible. Events every single week. A huge, beautiful community. I just got ringing in my ear when I said that. Yes, confirmation. Learning all about our soul gifts, our soul purpose, going on adventures, doing healings, activations, soul retrievals, Akashic records, like past lives. I mean, meeting our higher selves. Like, we go on astral missions. That just, the list goes on and on and on. The things that we are doing over there. We are doing the real soul work. We are staying open. We are walking our talk and making a huge difference in this world. And I'm so proud of my membership and every single soul in there. So please consider joining. If you want to work with me one-on-one, at this time, I'm still taking one-on-ones, but I won't be forever, because I am moving into the membership and these courses that I've been holding. So Get in now if you'd like a one-on-one through the link in the description box for a reading, a healing, an activation. Check out the services. See if anything jumps out at you. I love you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe for new videos on this channel every Sunday. And before you go, please remember, listen to your heart and the quiet voice within, because you are so much more than the body you are in. I love you, beautiful starseeds. Have a great day. Bye.